I guess I would say the digital divide is still an issue, and we live in very unequal societies, right? I mean, it may be at this point that it's not about whether you have a computer or you don't have a computer, but there is still the issue about what kind of computer you have, about what your computer can do, about how much access to it you enjoy. It's one thing to live in a household where everybody has access to a computer, everybody has wireless broadband internet access, and another thing to live in a household where there's one computer and there's very slow internet access, and you've got to kind of fight with all the other people who want to use the computer for different purposes. So I think there are still issues of access and what access means. And certainly we've found in our research, you in more economically deprived, marginalised areas, there are issues about, there are kids who do not have computers at home. So, we need to be continuing to remember that, and I guess it's kind of 20% of the population or so. It's changing, but it may well be that we will always have a, if I can use a problematic term, a digital underclass in a way. So I think that's still an issue. For me, the issue is rather more though. The digital divide. I've talked about the old digital divide and the new digital divide. It seems to me there is also a new digital divide, which in a way is the divide, which is a divide about sort of cultural competence in a way, or communicative competence. It's not so much a divide to do with do you or don't you have a particular bit of technology. It's to do with do you have the kind of cultural capital that's required to use that technology. And it seems to me, that's one of the issues I would have with this kind of celebration of participatory media, the idea that we're all on YouTube, we're all kind of generating content, we're all blogging, we're all kind of sharing all this stuff. And actually, when you look at it, very few people are. Lots of people are going on YouTube, but most of them are going on there to look at well-known commercially produced content. The extent to which there is this sort of flowering of popular creativity, I think is quite questionable. More to the point, when you look at, well, who is doing that, by and large, it's the usual suspects, i.e. it's people who are already privileged in other areas of their lives, who already have forms of cultural capital that motivate them to, and give them the wherewithal to want to make videos, to want to, to write at length, to engage in discursive debate and so on. And, there may be a danger that actually what happens is that, technology gives more opportunities to those who already have them